All right, guys, we're gonna do X issue number 5 from Dark Horse Comics today. One of the most badass comics that I've read in the last couple of years, I must say. And so, without further ado, let's see what this is all about. I can spoiler, it's badass. All right, so we are in this hospital, and this nurse is talking about Toby Klein, and basically he's unconscious or maybe in a coma. He doesn't wake up, but she is, I don't know, feel responsible for that somehow. She says, geez, it's not like he's yours, Sandra. They're all mine. Every poor boy who never had a chance, Toby and all the others like him, they're all a mine. All my life I tried saving them, Lorraine, from the streets, from brutal parents, from lives of crime, hell, from pointless lives like this in one way or another. I don't think I saved a single one. What is that all about, right? But that's not what we are going to talk about. We talk about this guy a little bit. Well, I don't know who he is, but he sees an explosion and he says, it's time people remembered who really runs this town. And then, well, we see what happens to the explosion. There's some kind of a propane truck is blown up, and we see these guys on motorcycles with guns standing in the middle of the fire, and they are not getting hurt by the fire. He said, what are they? Something that wants you dead, Major. Is it Major or Mayor? Mayor, I guess, right? So I must say, X is probably one of the most badass non-powered people that I've met. I mean, along with Batman, Punisher, and a couple of others. This guy's beefed up, man. This is real. Everything is muscle, and he says, "Hey." He needs to live, but he needs to do what he says, right? So he's jumping on this guy. Look at this massive body, man. So he's jumping in the face, and the action is all out of control, pretty cool and badass, right? Like this here. I like the visual storytelling, but then he's getting overwhelmed by these motorcyclists, I guess, right? And he says, "What are you?" And the wind without origin hoarsely whispers, "Chaos Riders." And a voice from nowhere, like old leaves rustling over distant gravel, murmurs, "Death." I'm sorry, I need to collect myself because this is just great. So he's getting a beating, right? And then he's getting some kind of a flashback from when I believe his face is cut up. I believe some criminals wants to hurt him. "I haven't done anything. Where's the justice?" he says. "What are you?" then he asks. And then the mocking wind whispers, "Nobody, nothing. Alive and dead again and always nothing. A nobody, the tease of a somebody, a nobody. A cipher from earliest memory. The jeering streets call him back to faceless nothingness. A nobody again, tumbling into darkness, into death." So they throw him into the fire, and then the police comes, right? And they are just kind of driving away. And what I'm missing here is a little bit, sound effects. I mean, they're shooting, right? But where's the blam, blam, blam? Sound effect, right? So this guy says, "Who are those guys? What's important is we got a bet. Don't you have to say something to say to me, Mr. I'll bet the X-Killer bomb this place?" "You lose." "His mind burns with a fire to scorch away the wind." That's so cool. And so he punched him in the face with a fistful of fire. Now that is badass. "Not a nobody. In Arcadia, his word is law. A lesser law fails, his law remains. His unable justice remains. The mark of X is the mark of death. X is death for those who break his law, and none who break his law escape. None." Well, it seems that they are escaped somehow, right? Look at this face, so determined to get them. But then this crime boss has been waken up by this guy that was in the limo, right? And he says, "Who is this?" "Hasn't been that long, Carmine. Feeling real hard. You?" "That's right, Carmine." Is it Carmine? Carmen. "I'm back in town. It's my job cleaning up other people's messes, remember? So do what I ask, Carmine." "I can't. It's too late. Do it for old time's sakes. Do it because times are changing and friends have are good to have. We made a lot of money together, Carmine. It doesn't have to change. Believe me, with what's coming, you need partners more than enemies. I wonder what's coming then, right? I mean, all these real small sprinkled storylines really gets me excited because I'm so into this kind of in this comic with X that I think the next issue will be badass too. And from a scene of the last page that I'm going to show you, I'm pretty sure we will see a lot of cool things. Anyway, so the mayor here is getting some, how do you say, some guards, but not a lot of people because the department is understaffed. He says, keep your eyes sharp. It's an assault on all of us, the whole structure of city government. I got 5 men after me. You see a motorcycle or a mask, you shoot it. Got me? In my own city, I need an army. It's not good enough. This isn't your city. It's mine. Sounds like Batman. So he's beat these guys up without a sound. These can't help you. Only I can help you. I want to live, you mean? Oh, God. I don't care what you want. You're going to live. You're going to do what I say. Why me? There's a war coming. Now, what I like about X is he's jumping through windows. He's jumping from rooftops. He's jumping into fire or, rolling around in fire or jumping on a motorcycle, a gang member. He's just doing all this crazy wild stuff. So these motorcyclists, are these robots, androids? I don't know. Coming and you see, the mayor running. So he's jumping into him. But, it was a fake. It was X. And X shoots him in the gut. And then he gets some cable. And he thinks, oh no, is he really doing what I think he's doing? Run, murmurs the wind from nowhere, a soft breath in his ear. So, look at this. This reminds me of a scene from Mad Max. So these guys shooting at him. No one escapes, whispers the dark, distant wind. No one, it says. The wind murmurs, you will die. The deaf wind whispers, nothing can stop us. Nothing can break or destroy us. I can, he says. So he's, I don't know, some power plant or some electricity thingy. So, so he's blowing it up, and his voice is thunder, freezing the wind. His hand is lightning. The dark wind screams and dies. So they're toast. Well, this guy in the hospital is getting a jolt from what's happening here. This must be something that's gonna get shown in the future, right? Must be. Anyway, so the power is out. So they try to save this boy's life. The night is still now. All over Arcadia. An ozone wind blows in from the north, carrying his law to his city. He feels it now. They know for sure his city to live and die at his will, to be saved or punished according to the law. So he sounds like Batman and Judge Dredd rolled into one. Absolutely great. So the mayor is standing here in his undies. So then his opponent, opponent from when he was running for mayor, Congressman DeMarco, and he is basically undermining his authority, right? The boys in Washington don't care for how you've been handling the X-Killer business. What's it got to do with them? Take the blinds off, Teal. Look at the big picture. Think, he says. We already have situation in few places. This killer's just an encourage more. And just encourages more. That's what you want? Murdering whackers in every city in America? The governor's, he's ready to declare martial law and send in troops. So he's sending this guy after X, right? And that takes us to the next issue. So this is Titan, like this guy. And is this Bart? Well, is it? Yeah, it is. Is this Bart Sears art? Looks like it. But yeah, so I'm wondering what X is doing with this guy, because X is not super powered, this guy is. So that's going to be interesting. And that leads us to the next issue. Like I said, this comic is bad ass, in my humble opinion. So that's my review, guys. Hope you like it. More is coming. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.